Hello everybody, welcome back to Witcher 3. So when we left off, we were trying to determine what game we wanted to play, and I'm selecting this for my whenever I feel like it playthrough. The big thing here is this is gonna take fucking forever. I believe I mentioned that it's about somewhere 80 to 100 hours long. And if I'm not sticking to a regular schedule, even if I were sticking to a regular schedule, that's about that's about 2.5 hours per week. Sorry, per week. So, I know we're settling in for the long run on this, everybody.
What?
Take that down before there's trouble.
That is a coat of arms. It's a Marian Lilies. They've a right to hang there.
This ain't Temeria no more, old man. It's Nilfgaard now.
My arse it is.
Witches? I'll not drink with Weaverlaw's freaks.
Weevil arsed freaks.
Beg your pardon for those thugs.
No need. We're used to it.
Folk are jumpy around here. Armies just passed through. Now a griffin's prowling about.
Already had the pleasure. One mean beast.
Mean? Light way for a hunter to put it. Clawed Lena so bad, poor thing's 1 foot in the grave. But does no good to wallow in misfortune. How can I be of service?
With a drop of vodka for me.
And you? Something to wet your tongue?
There a contract on that griffin?
Nay, not at the moment. Used to be. Soon as a beast had built a nest nearby, the alderman would start a collection, or go to the Lord for help. Now the aldermen don't use the privy without asking the Black One's permission first. And seems they hanged the Lord. So no contract.
Shame. We might have done something, but not for free.
We'll get through this, and then I'll kind of explain what all is going on here in the game world.
Pretty busy place you got.
Nations on the move. Some search for kin, others just want to get out of the way of the armies. They all need food, drink, and a night's rest in warmth.
So, war's been good for your trade?
Aye, so far. But it'd be best to know peace again. Times like these, you never know what tomorrow will bring.
Pretty busy place you got.
Nope.
Nations on the move.
So, war's been...
Aye, so far.
Alright.
Looking for a woman. Raven-haired, violet eyes, dresses in black and white. Riding in from Willoughby. And, strange as it sounds, lilac and gooseberries might have smelled that.
I've not seen nor smelt such a lady. Believe I'd remember.
Yeah, especially hard to forget this one.
Plenty of travellers about, though. Folk from all over. Might be worth your while to ask after her.
Let's go ahead
Show
and
me what you got.
show me
behind
what
the
you got.
counter.
Okay. So they never did really change this. Full test. Okay, so if we start here, anything that is anything on this list over here, this is what the shopkeeper owns on the right-hand side, and on the left-hand side is what I own. There's a couple. Oh, that's interesting. That's really weird. There's a couple interesting things in here that I do not have yet. See, most of these are just used for alchemy. You use them to make potions and other such things. But then there's also food and water. And even like vodka and stuff have effects. Which are all really interesting. I mean, the big thing is water is super valuable in this game. Wonder. So if we look at, we have these usable items. You can see we got a banana and a bun. Water would really pay off. Then these right here are Gwent cards. Gwent. I already have this item. Gwent is a card game, a CCG, a collectible card game. And basically, we're going to end up playing it throughout this entire game. For right now, I'm going to buy 3 water, because I want to make sure I don't run out of water. Since for right now, at least, I am playing on the highest difficulty, I need to make sure to keep my health up. Eventually, I'll get a potion that'll take care of that for me.
Thanks for everything.
But that's still a ways off. Because, yeah, normally on the lower difficulties, you can meditate to get your health back. I believe meditation
That up.
Please. I'm not
still
decrepit
regenerates food, still
Then I'll ask
regenerates
about Yennefer.
potions.
yet. Just remember, we'd rather not draw any attention.
Like I said, we're just...
Been out measuring the fields.
Let them measure. Better that than burning the harvest.
Drommel, you're done
with Okay.
that headless cockerel. Why are they marking out them lines, eh?
So now, before I start talking to people, I want to mention what's going on in the game world. It doesn't really super cover it all at once in this game. It kind of is spread out over time. But essentially, the entire world is at war right now. Or what is, I guess, the known world. We are... Actually, I wonder if we can take a look at the world map here. Right stick. Okay. So, we have already been to Kaer Morhen. That was where we had our dream sequence that we started off the whole thing. That's where the tutorial section was, essentially. This area right here, the north, is what remains of the Northern Kingdoms. Once part of Redania, is what this place is called. But yes, that's basically. It used to be free, but now it's not. The south here is now all Nilfgaard. They also call them the Black Ones. They are basically an invading army. It's very this game is very I guess it's very Polish, I guess is what I'm gonna say. It is, the Nilfgaardians are basically the German Empire, the German armies coming over here to take over Poland, which was made up of free states. But now it's not. Novigrad is a city, of course. That's really all we really see of Redania, of the Northern Kingdoms. And we will see Valen a lot as well, which Valen is actually the area surrounding Novigrad. It's kind of confusing from this. But for now, we're in White Orchard, which is the beginning, and there's also the Skellige Isles. So yeah, there's basically a huge war going on where Nilfgaard is trying to take over up here. This whole area is also under a bunch of turmoil anyways because like I said, it used to be made up of 4 different countries, but that all changed at the end of Witcher 2. There was a big coup that Geralt was witness to. He wasn't really part of it. And so now they've all been united under one kingdom because all the other rulers have died, essentially. And that's what we got right now.
I'm looking for someone.
And we are trying to track down
Out
Yennefer.
of my face, freak. For your breath sours my beer.
We covered that in the last episode, but we got a message from her saying, "Come find us." So options marked with that symbol, whatever it is, will make use of the Axis sign. This sign influences people's minds, causing them to act according to your will. To charm more stubborn individuals, invest in the delusion ability in the character panel. So we're just gonna go ahead and.
Raven, woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
And I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
So yeah, sit the fuck down. So yeah, being kind of a jerk.
Be gone! Well, not...
I've drunk enough. My head's spinning.
Take the hooch. She's wizardry.
There are 4 factions.
4 what?
Factions, teams, suits, similar to
Oh,
clubs
they're
and
talking.
spades,
Yeah, they're
except each
talking
suit has
cards
its
over
own
here.
face cards. There are also special cards.
Wouldn't you rather play war? It's like to be near dawn before you get your game in my noggin.
What a waste of time. The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia. Witcher, with tenure. I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not. Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
Horsewoman of war? What's that about?
Folk say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
Really?
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
Alright.
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war, what it's really like. Not colorful banners and generals making moving speeches, but rape, violence, and thoughtless cruelty.
Ah, I see you lack the polish of the Academy. Rape and cruelty are details of no import to the war's course. Trinkets on the garment of conflict, one might say.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned down.
Yeah, I kind of am not liking this guy.
War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other. Drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's choked on that bone.
True. We value our liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
The scholars especially.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects from our academy designed the city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
Okay.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
But the rules are quite simple. Come, let's play.
Yes, let's do it.
Why not?
So you guys will get to see how to play Gwent. So this is going to be a tutorial, so I'll go ahead and just read everything that it gives me. Gwent is an ancient Dwarven card game that simulates the clash of two armies in battle. The players are generals and the cards are their forces. Alright, so that card on the left-hand side is now my general. So, to begin, you draw 10 cards. This will be your hand for the rest of the match. You will not draw any more cards, so use these wisely. So this is a unit card. The number in the upper left corner indicates its strength. When placed on the battlefield, this value is added to the total strength of the player who placed it. This is the unit's combat row icon. This icon indicates the row on the battlefield where the card can be played. Some unit cards have special abilities. This Cadwini, I think is how you pronounce that, Cadwini Siege Expert's special ability is called Morale Boost, which grants +1 to all units in the same row. Okay, weather cards are a special card. They reduce the strength of all units, of all cards of a given type on the battlefield, including your own. So if you place this Brighting Frost that it has here, sets the strength of all close combat cards to 1 for both players. So there's that. There's Rain, the Torrential Rain, which affects the archers. Or no, it's Fog that affects the archers, and it's Rain that affects the siege. At the start of each game, you can select up to 2 cards to discard and redraw, but let's skip that for now and go straight to playing. Oh, it wants to make sure I don't screw up its cards. Here's the battlefield, this is your side. This is your opponent's side. During each turn, the player may place 1 card on the battlefield or pass. Okay. Each deck has a leader. The leader grants you a special ability which can be used only once during a battle. Trigger the special ability at any point by pressing X. Press A to select a card from your hand. Press A again to place it on the battlefield. So yes, we place a card out there. The number on the left by your icon shows the current total strength of your units. Numbers on the right show the total strength for that row. Both values are updated when a new card is played. At the end of a round, the player with the highest total of strength wins. During your turn, you can pass by holding down Y. Once you pass, you cannot play any more cards during that round. Your opponent will continue playing cards until he or she passes as well. You should pass when you are confident you can win with units you already have in play, or to let your opponent win and save your cards for the next round. A round ends once both players have passed. The players then compare their total strength of their units to determine a winner. All the cards on the battlefield are discarded and both players' total strength is reset to 0. Okay, so there's a lot of different things going on here. So, let's see if you can get my mouse. If you look over here, this 9 is the amount of cards that I have remaining. Excuse me. This is my general here. I forget what I call. I think it called him leader. These 2 dots, those are the amount of times I have remaining to lose, or those amount of times I have remaining to win. I forget. But either way, and then it's talking about this number here. I need to make sure that this number is higher than this number at the end of each round. So we're gonna put him up here. And we'll put you out here. Like I said, I want to make him waste some of his cards. So I'm gonna play this one because it'll mess up his siege unit back there. And I'm actually going to pass now because I'm in the lead. He'll be one card less than me going into the next round. Okay, so the player who loses a round also loses a life gem. The game is over once the player has lost both life gems. So yes, I did lose that one. It's all part of my strategy, people. Which hopefully will actually pay off on this. There is no guarantee. Ah, dick move. Do that, that'll give that guy 2. So we're tied now, at least. This will only work against close combat. See, and I can't afford to lose this one. I have to make sure I win. Really? That was kind of a weird choice. Fine. We'll just set everything up. There. Nothing is worth anything. He's all out of cards. So, okay. So, since we're in the lead, we can go ahead and pass. And then... Oh yeah, and I had... Shoot. Okay, I went too quick there. But what happens there is my leader's power... Oh, no, okay, never mind. That's not what I thought it was. Impenetrable fog, and play it from your death. But he also has an end of round thing. But we're gonna go ahead and use this. This is actually not gonna... That's gonna mess me up and nobody else, but doesn't change anything. But that last card I played there was my leader card. That was his special ability that I can use once per game. So, pro tips, there's no shame in passing and letting your opponent win a round. Sometimes it's better to save your cards for later. Each deck also features its own heroes. Heroes are high value cards, immune to the effects of special cards. These powerful cards can turn the tide of a battle. Acquire more powerful cards by completing certain quests or purchasing them from vendors. And then it gives me a little breakdown of what the final score was there.
You've a knack for this game. If you ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
Okie dokie. Tell you what, I really need is a notepad. But, so I got... I got this new quest, which is complete your collection of Gwent cards. And that is a secondary quest. You can see this is how it organizes quests. I kind of wish it was a little bit more organized than this, but I can think of much worse things. We got stuck to this guy.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies.
Schnapses?
It'll lift your spirits.
Finding her, that'll lift my spirits.
You look haggard. It's just a few drops to improve your mood.
A little schnapsy's never hurt a soul.
Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
Yep, that's the one. She got a patch on her butt.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
So I got some Nilfgaardian lemon.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
And runs into a very patient witcher.
To Geralt of Rivia himself. The Butcher of Blaviken.
Recognize me from Master Dandelion's ballads too?
To your health.
What do you do?
Butcher Blaviken, I don't remember
A
that
mangy
one.
vagrant. Gaunter demon at your service.
Vagrant. That a profession now?
Once a merchant of mirrors. The madding crowd dubbed me Master Mirror, or the Man of Glass.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
Of course it's about love.
None of your business.
Yes. As a vagrant, I deserve no explanation.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
An Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night. Black and white. Gooseberries and... Yes.
He's being very
I know.
forthcoming with all this
Had a terse
information.
exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
Huh? Maybe. Okay.
Something else you'll be needing.
Nilfgaardian rule to your liking?
What's there to like? Tis the same as any other. They tax us, requisition this or that. But they do keep the peace in the village, I'll grant them that.
You don't mourn Temeria's passing?
I mourned it round half a year back, when King Foltest was cut down. Now I just want peace.
That's how the second game starts, by the way. About half a year before this, apparently, when Foltest was killed. He dies during the tutorial of Witcher 2. That's not a big spoiler.
Farewell.
We will, of course, come back here and get your money. There's a chest back here as well. Oh, the stash! Okay, so this was not here when I played this before. Store weapons, armor, and junk in your stash for safekeeping. That is awesome. That is very fucking awesome. So I don't have to keep carrying all my weapons and everything around. I don't know. We'll see if I can put alchemy ingredients in there. Because that would be ridiculously great.
Done drinking?
What the fuck, people?
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck off.
Don't want your kind here.
Better round up someone else to help. 3 of you don't stand a chance against me.
Well, I could fuck you up by myself.
If I had a bag over my head and my hands tied behind... Actually, no, not even then.
Yes. Back off. I'll teach this vagrant a lesson. Man on freak.
Okay. God damn it. God damn it. Yeah, kick him, horse! Oh, damn. Okay, we are gonna call it quits here for this episode. You can see the name of my horse is Roach. That's actually a joke we'll get back to in the future. But for the moment, we're gonna call it quits. I want to thank everybody for watching. When we come back, we will go talk to the Nilfgaardians. You might have noticed this episode we didn't do any real fighting except at the very end here, and I think that might not be entirely unexpected as we play through this, that there be entire episodes that are just sitting around talking. We'll certainly try to keep them interesting for everybody involved. But okay, everybody, yeah, thanks for watching, and when we come back, we'll progress further into the story. So, thanks for watching.